it's Mackenzie from Girl Loves Glam here, and it is time for another album cover makeup. This is album cover number 4, and if you have missed any of the previous ones, I did 21 Pilots Trench, I did NSYNC No Strings Attached, and then Red Hot Chili Peppers Californication. So today is number 4, and it is Imagine Dragons Smoke and Mirrors. It's such an awesome album, and actually it's interesting because when researching about this album, there were some mixed reviews, and it said when it initially came out there were mixed reviews just because their sound sounded a little different than their debut album of Night Visions, and so people weren't sure how they felt about it. But it still was able to debut on the Billboard Top 200, and it was number 1. I remember the first time I listened to it, I was like, wasn't really a fan, and then I listened to it more and more and more, and then actually realized like how much meaning there was into every one of their songs and just how talented they were, and then I really loved it. So then flash forward a little bit, this was like right after the release of this album. I went to a blog conference and they had this contest that was like a lip sync contest to Imagine Dragons, and my friend and I did a lip sync to Radioactive, and I won. My video won, and I won meet and greet tickets to go to the Smoke and Mirrors tour, and it was like mind blowing. So I have seen so many concerts in my life, and this concert was 100% in my top 3. They were so good, and they are so good live. I've seen them play 3 times now, but that Smoke and Mirrors tour still takes my top slot. So this album is really fun because Imagine Dragons really likes to pay attention to like all the little details with their album cover, and they had an artist named Tim Cantor create their album cover, and it has these 2 hands that are bound by gold silk, and there is a bird coming out of it. And upon like first glance, that's all you really pay attention to. They had posted this little teaser, and when they posted it initially and they were saying people kind of started to look into it. Well, in the top corner are these numbers, and they are mirrored numbers, and it had their release date in there. There's also this web that comes out, and hidden in all of that were coordinates, like physical coordinates that could lead people to a treasure hunt if they figured it out themselves. Well, there was a 13-year-old girl in Florida that was a super fan of theirs who figured it out, and she begged her family who lived in Utah to go to these coordinates, and she won. And it was buried treasure, and in there was a signed guitar, signed drumsticks, all of these Polaroid pictures of them, and tickets to any show, any concert of their Smoke and Mirrors tour. So it's pretty awesome. They do stuff like this with every one of their albums. So next time they have an album come out, then make sure that you look for the hidden meanings. They do really fun things, which is pretty fun to be able to honor Imagine Dragons by doing an album cover makeup for Smoke and Mirrors. So here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna start up and move my way down. So this album, obviously it has like the gold, but then it also has a lot of darks. So you're gonna see a lot of gold and a lot of black. Those are our colors today. So with my Naked Smoky, I am going to come in with this slanted color and just come on this like outer half of my eye. And then this, just a clean brush that I'm just going to make sure to rub out a little to blend it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna come in with this like really dark black market color, and this color is going to be on the furthest outer edge. just gonna come with my trusty setting powder and put it right under here before things get really dark. So I am going to use this NYX Pigment Primer, and we're gonna do something really fun with it. I have two different pigment colors. One is the NYX Foil Play in Pop Quiz. It's like really gold. And then the other one is the Ulta Beauty, what is this? Bronze Leaf. So they are both foils, but it's really fun. They're like pure pigment. So I just have a little of that primer on this tiny little brush, and I'm just gonna paint it on from right here all the way up to here. Okay, so when you use these foils, you're just going to kind of tap on. So I'm just gonna come, I'm not going to hit this like middle part. I guess, what is that? Like the most inner part, I'm going to hit the middle of my eye. So now same thing, just different brush. I'm gonna take that, the actual gold color, and then put it on the inner part of my eye. So I'm gonna take some more of that primer and just use this teeny little brush and bring it in and under, and then follow it with that foil as well. And because everything's better with glitter, I am putting just a little, this is different than the other primer that I used. This one is specifically made for glitter. And I have this NYX Glitter Brilliance. And I'm going to be putting the glitter just barely over this part. It's not going to be overly glittered. It's just going to be right in the corners of my eyes. Now I'm just going to come with the lightest color in the Smoky palette, which is called 13, and just put it at the top of my eye. So before I like contour and all of that with my face, I'll do that off camera because it really has nothing to do with this look. I will do my lips. So I promise this isn't like sponsored by NYX. They just happen to have like everything I needed. I discovered this new lip gloss called Glitter Goals, and it is awesome. It dries like a matte does, that it isn't sticky, but it's glittery, so it's not matte. It's awesome. It's just like this, just goes on like a regular gloss. Okay, so now I'm actually gonna line my lips after doing this, just with, this is just eyeliner, just black eyeliner. Nothing too exciting, but it is also a NYX one. I just grabbed it because I was in the same section. So I'm just gonna line that, and I'm actually gonna do it off camera so I don't mess up, because this is one thing that you just really don't want to screw up. So now that I look like I work at Hot Topic, I am going to I didn't even say it like a straight face.
Yes.
Oh, guys, what you don't know is that I have a photographer hanging out with me behind the scenes, and she thinks I'm funny, so she started cracking up, and then I started cracking up, and it just happened. Okay, but really, I do look like I work at Hot Topic right now. I'm gonna take a little bit more of this lip gloss. Stop. I'm gonna take a little bit more of this lip gloss and just barely like tap it on the inside, and it's gonna work kind of like a primer. So just tap. So now I'm gonna take a little bit of this foil and just put it right on top of that wet gloss. So aren't these fun? They're like bleed from the gold to the black, which is pretty fun. Oh yeah, I didn't show you my nails. So I did a lot of like grays and golds, and then this one's like a marble, but I thought it was fun instead of doing like black and gold to just make it be a little softer because I knew that this would be pretty intense. So I am going to do this off camera. I'm just gonna do a really thick eyeliner above and then just line my waterline. And then I have an extra special set of false lashes that I'm very excited about that I'll put on and get myself completely done up, and then I will come back with the finished look because it's gonna be pretty awesome. Aren't these the coolest? These are feathers. They look like Cindy Lou Who, but I just felt like they were the perfect way to top off this look with, you know, the little bird being set free and all of that. So it's pretty fun. I also have some pretty cool accessories to go with it that I'll show you next, but I just wanted to give you a glimpse of these beauties in all of their glory. Check these puppies out. Isn't that the best? So I have my feathers, and then I wanted to bring in, I actually do have them on my wrists too, but I wanted to bring it in on my neck. So I thought that was pretty awesome. Just a little pat myself on the back there. Well, I guess pat myself on the feather there. Anyway, I just really love this look. And I am just so grateful that I get to do this every month and really bring this funny passion of mine to all of you guys. So make sure to come back next month and see what my next video is going to be, and you can see the step-by-step pictures also on my website. So come back next month and you can see another album cover makeup video. See you guys!